Told to come to you for a temporary residence, Elderly. Oh yes, I'll arrange everything. But do you really want to get involved? Are you implying something, Elderly? You were there when we had the stage battle in Tencheng City. Soul Wrecking Bird mentioned that she would come with another person the next time. And do you know who this person is? It's Yan Wei Huan, the most capable among the young martial artists in Beggar's Sect. He is already quite efficient with the dragon subduing palm, and I think we haven't had anyone so talented in 5 generations. Then he must be in a position of influence in Beggar's Sect. He was. There are many elders in Beggar's Sect, but the most important ones are the training and discipline elders, as well as the staff-holding and bowl-holding masters. I am the discipline elder, and Elder Wu is the staff-holding master. Our bowl-holding master, Jia Cheng Yuan, was assassinated years ago, and this position is still vacant. And this Yan Wei Huan was our training elder. As far as I know, the training elder is similar to a vice sect leader. Why did Yan Wei Huan turn against you with such a position in the sect? No one knows, but apart from being the former training elder of Beggar's Sect, he now has another identity. Yan Wei Huan, the Lonely Jade Flute, now ranks 5th among the 7 outlaws of Villain Valley. 7 outlaws? Is Soul Wrecking Bird challenging Beggar's Sect with him? I think so, which is why I don't want you to get involved. He's a traitor to Beggar's Sect, and this should stay inside the sect. Thank you for telling me this, Elderly, but I promised Mr. Zuo and can't walk away now. I knew persuading you wouldn't be so easy. Forget what I just said. I've arranged a place for you, but there's still time before the battle. You can attend to other matters first if you want to. Come find me when you're ready and I'll lead you to your room. Elder Li seems to know a lot about this. Jun Yao Yao and Yan Wei Huan seems too bold for revenge. I have a feeling that there's something else behind this. Perhaps I can use this time to investigate. Would you like me to investigate? Do you have any thoughts on Soul Wrecking Bird's behavior, Mr. Yuan? It's bold of her to openly challenge Beggar's Sect, so much so that I can't help wondering if there's something else behind this. My thoughts exactly. Soul Wrecking Bird must have other plans we haven't found out yet. So we've strengthened our security per Li Yuanxing's advice. We have to be prepared for anything. I wanted to order a batch of equipment from Mingjian Manor, but we've been having a financial pinch lately. It's given me a headache. A financial pinch? Does it take a lot of money to run Beggar's Sect? We're the largest sect in the world and have over 10,000 official disciples. If you count the titular ones, there must be over 50,000. If we follow the old rules and consider every beggar a member, we'd have more disciples than anyone can count. Naturally, it takes a lot of money to run such a big sect. If it were only up to those dirty clothing faction beggars and clean clothing faction hadn't received money from wealthy merchants, Beggar's Sect would have disappeared ages ago. Those street rats are good for nothing except getting drunk and singing folk songs, and they have the nerve to talk about seniority and being the orthodox faction. As the leader of the cleaning clothing faction, Wu Tianliu is speaking ill of dirty clothing faction in front of an outsider. Looks like the Beggar Sect is indeed having real internal issues right now. Enough about that. I noticed you're pretty close with the Ouyang family during the Sword Appreciation Assembly. Could you go to Mingjian Manor and ask a favor from Elder Ouyang Jiangong for me? Would like to get this batch of equipment for Beggar Sect at half price, and we'll make up the difference after dealing with Soul Wrecking Bird. I think Mingjian Manor will consider it if you're asking. Well, it was my first time meeting Elder Ouyang Jiangong at the Sword Appreciation Assembly. I might not be the best person for the job. It's okay, we cleaning clothing faction will be grateful regardless of the outcome. Since it's Beggar Sect, I'll try my best. I knew you'd agree. Thank you, Mr. Yuyan. Everybody got a side quest. Wealth token, we should treat you as an honored guest, but there's a lot going on, and we even have to ask for your help. So sorry about that. Don't worry about it. Beggar Sect and Wu Dang are on the same side and should help each other in troubled times. The whole Beggar Sect is doing everything to deal with Soul Wrecking Bird. Is there anything I can do to help? Now that you mention it, there is indeed something I need your help with. Anything I can do, anything at all, please let me know. During the stage battle in Tencheng City, Soul Wrecking Bird used Elder Zhu from our sect, Taoist Qingmu of Mount Taihua, Zhu Yuanqi of Lei Dao School, and many others as her puppets. I examined the bodies afterward and discovered they were empty of internal organs. She used a special material to make a bone-like supporting structure and an herbal fluid to keep the corpses from decaying. That's why these people looked alive under her control. Without checking closely, it's difficult to spot them in the crowd. The way Soul Wrecking Bird makes her puppets is too cruel. From what we saw that day, the puppets could use martial arts in combat. Yes, but we know little about this technique and how Soul Wrecking Bird controls her puppets. Otherwise, we might be able to find a way to counter it. Beggar Sect is still in the dark about the whole thing, so I was actually hoping you could investigate the death of Elder Shu. If we can get to the bottom of this, we may be able to find where Soul Wrecking Bird is hiding and take the fight back to her. It's an excellent point, but where should I start? I trusted this to Gong Jin, an elder of the Dirty Clothing faction. He's in Tencheng City now, and you can ask him for details. Okay, I'll do my best. Thank you for your help. Here to spar with me, Mr. Yuyan. Why the sudden interest in sparring? After seeing Soul Wrecking Bird's weird but powerful techniques, I feel like I should step up my game. I've never seen anything like Soul Wrecking Bird's Quietus Devilry before, not to mention her puppets. Speaking of which, do you know anything about her Quietus Devilry? I asked my Shifu about it after the Battle of Tencheng. He said Quietus Devilry was a secret technique of Villain Valley, but no one knows who created this vile technique. What makes it evil is that the practitioner can attach the chi on their hands or weapons. In Soul Wrecking Bird's case, her needles, creating a tidal wave of power. There won't be any change to the appearance of those attacked, but they will die immediately because this power has crushed their organs and veins. I never thought it would be so powerful, but I've fought Du Biao and Bao Min of the four villains, and they didn't seem to know this technique. Quietus Devilry is not a technique that can be easily acquired. According to my Shifu, apart from Wu Ming, the leader of the Villain Valley, Soul Wrecking Bird may be the only person who can use it. I see. No wonder you're trying to improve your skills. If I don't work hard, how will I seek justice on behalf of Beggar Sect when all the scums are so powerful? Alright, enough chatting. Let's spar and blow off some steam. Sounds great. Let me try Wu Dang's martial arts. I want to get slapped up again? Yeah. Get off ×2. I'm so eager to get bodied. I haven't had such a good fight for a long time. You were great with that staff. Sect leader Zuo must have taught you a lot. I think you have a chance to become a legendary martial artist. But I can't seem to grasp the final form of our main staff technique, Earth Strike. Beggar Sect's two main techniques are exceptional, and I have been hearing about them ever since joining Wu Dang. You're already excellent for someone your age. Speaking of which, why do you only practice the staff technique? Sorry, was that a sensitive topic? No, it's not a secret. Our two main techniques are equally powerful, but symbolize very different things. The sect leader and training elders can teach the dragon subduing palm to anyone who has made achievements for Beggar Sect, but the staff technique, only the successor chosen by the sect leader can learn this technique. Successor? Does that mean you will be the next sect leader? According to the rules, yes, but Elder Li was granted the staff technique for his contributions long before I learned it. Then there are 2 successors for the leader position. Why? I heard that a few years ago, Yan Weihuan started a rebellion, and as the person who referred him to join the sect, Elder Li was blamed as well. Although he remained a disciplined elder, it weakened his place in the sect, so I learned a lot from today's fight, and need time to let it sink in. We should continue this conversation another day. Okay, I'll get going. See you. Apart from Yan Weihuan, Elder Li belongs to the Clean Clothing faction, and Hoju belongs to the Dirty Clothing faction. This must be the reason 2, but it's natural he doesn't want to talk about that. What is it? Beggar's Sect was right about Quiet's devilry. Oh, do you know this technique? Of course, it's the unique technique of Tianquan Hall, one of Tenji Palace's 7 halls. This technique came from Tenji Palace, or Tianji Palace. Tenji Palace used to be the most powerful evil sect. Outsiders can't begin to imagine how much we had. That said, among these 7 halls, the head of Tianchuan Hall somehow left and established Villain Valley more than 100 years ago, and Quiet's devilry was his unique technique. I've only heard about it, and don't know much more than Zuo Jianlong. I see, Tianji Palace must have been unimaginably powerful in its heyday. Okay. Sneaky treasure chest. Was that a, It was. Taizu Longfist. An old man. I think I've seen him near the stage earlier. That could be a coincidence, but ordinary people wouldn't linger before Beggar Sect headquarters. A direction seems to be the inn in Tencheng City. Letting us go investigating. Nowhere to be seen. Hi, did you see an old man passing by in a hurry? Old man, are you looking for Uncle Yu? Uncle Yu, do you know him? Of course I do. He's a regular here. He asked for a pot of plum liquor just now. See, I've got it here. But after I got the liquor, he's gone. And you're here. Well, is there something you want from him? His Uncle Yu must have realized I was following him and hid himself. He must know something about Soul Wrecking Bird. I'm Yuan Yi of Wudang, and I've come to help Beggar's Sect on behalf of Wudang. I want to ask Uncle Yu something, but I can't find him. Do you know where he lives? A master from Wudang Sect. I've always heard about your sect, and long admired it, but I don't have the talent or wealth to become a disciple. Uncle Yu doesn't live in Tencheng City, but in Nanyu Village, in the west. Every 10 days or so, he would come to our inn to get some liquor, which is how we got to know him. I heard Uncle Yu owned a famous troupe when he was young, but has retired. You can check in Nanyu Village if you really want to find him. Nanyu Village. Not far from here. There should be enough time. Thank you for your information. I'll come by for drinks when I have time. Alright, I'll be seeing you. Look for Gongjin. Yuan Yi explains the situation. Since the sect leader sent you, I'll help. Ask away, I'll tell you everything I know. The 4th option will advance the story. Let's go with the identity. Name was Zhu Yanshu, a Tier 8 elder of the Clean Clothing faction, relatively high on the pecking order. Most Clean Clothing faction members are merchants, so they rarely learn our martial arts. Elder Shu, however, was a very diligent martial artist, and he was one of the powerful ones in the sect. Besides that, Elder Shu was close with Elder Wu, but at odds with Elder Li. From what I found, Elder Shu was last seen in Tianming Village. A villager named Liu Xuan saw him there, and Liu Xuan said Elder Shu was killed in Tianming Village. What do I know? Anyone can get into Beggar's Sect if they pay the cleaning fee. Cleaning Clothing faction's numbers have been growing, and you get all sorts of people. You mean this Zhu Yanshu was a man of loose morals? Not on the record, but off the record, apart from Elder Li, you can't find many decent ones in Clean Clothing faction. Those unscrupulous merchants. Thank you, Elder Gong. According to Elder Gong Jin, Elder Shu should have been killed in Tianming Village, and a villager named Li Xuan witnessed it. Perhaps I can go ask some questions. Seems like we're not going to get to any main story today. We're completely wrapped up in this quest. It's Lord Luo. I think that's the guy I need to talk to. Village Head, here you are. I'm Yuan Yi of Wudang. Greetings, sir. I'm a nobody, have nothing to do with Jiang Hu. I think you've got the wrong person. Perhaps, but I only want to ask you something. Do you know about the murder of Tencheng City? You were following me in Tencheng City just now, right? Sorry about that, but I consider myself a martial artist, and you must have something to do with Jiang Hu if you could easily avoid my tailing. The murder of Tencheng City happened ages ago, and judging by your look, you must have been underage when it happened. Why do you want to know the whole story? Don't tell me you are some old monster who has rejuvenated through cultivation. I want to know what lies behind the story. And on what grounds should I tell you? There are countless things in this world you do not know about. Why cling to something that doesn't concern you? Because I don't want to wrong the good nor spare the evil. Soul Wrecking Bird's song in Tencheng City is so real and touching that I can't help but think maybe she is innocent. And if she really is, I cannot make enemies with Beggar's Sect either, so I gotta know the truth. There's a kind of poison called the Twin Rose Leaves in the Bramble Shade Forest in Nanjiang. I'll tell you everything if you can get it for me. What do you say? Poison from Nanjiang sounds like something rare. Why do you need the Twin Rose Leaves? I have my reason. Forget it if you don't want to. I won't force you. Alright, I'll set off for Nanjiang. Please keep your promise. There are many poisonous insects and vicious beasts in Nanjiang. I'll keep my word if you can bring back the poison from such a dangerous place. I think he's going to tell the story, and then he's going to poison himself. Belongs to Nanyu Village. I cannot mine here without permission. There's chest. Like Bramble Forest or something like that. Just gonna check here real quick because this would technically be the fastest way to get there. Please send me to Nanjiang. I can't believe that worked. I actually cannot believe that worked. Oops. Haven't been here before, so what's this place hiding? Oh. Unfortunate. Not want to do that. That hit that guy too? I wasn't expecting that. A sucker. My cursor. Hello? For the rose leaf. I don't think I've ever been down here. I've definitely never been down here. I have leveled this up. I should be using that more. Typically, white rose leaves are fragrant and red ones don't have any smell, but the flower in front of me has twin red and white stamens. It smells sweet as honey at first, but there's also a hint of stench. This strange flower must be the twin rose leaves Uncle Yu mentioned. This forest is infested with poisonous insects and vicious beasts. I should take it and get out of here as soon as possible. Who's gonna show up and stop me? Greetings. May I ask whether you're willing to part with this flower? I'm Yuan Yi of Wudang. I was sent here to get this flower for someone. Who are you and why are you here? My name doesn't matter. I'm here because a friend is suffering from a rare disease. Shang Tingshu, the herbal fairy, once said only the twin rose leaves can cure this disease, so I came to try my luck. It blooms only once every 3 years, and not for very long. It's really rare even in Nanjiang, and this is the only one I've found after searching forever, so I wonder if you could let me have it. I can sense that this man is as powerful as any top Shia, and he sounds firm. This flower must mean a lot to him, but he didn't sneak on me. He has an upright character. It's to save someone's life, and I should give it to him, but Soul Wrecking Bird's battle with Beggar Sect is happening soon, and Uncle Yu is my only lead. Why aren't you saying anything? The rose leaves has twin stamens. Maybe we can each take one. Well, Shang Tingshu said the flower of twin rose leaves combines yin and yang. The red and white stamens are poisonous on their own, but can be used as an elixir when put together. So I don't think your suggestion will work. I see. You want this to save someone, and it must be quite urgent. Please take it. Thank you so much. You can call me Yan. Please take this as a thank you gift. It's far less precious than twin rose leaves. I didn't expect to run into you here and have nothing else on me. I'll make it up to you if we run into each other again. I have people to save, so long. Took the twin rose leaves, and I don't think there's enough time to find another. I should go back to Nanyu Village and see if Uncle Yu will take something else in exchange. I wonder what that man just gave me now. I should check. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's a lotus palm technique, a beggar's sect skill. And he said I could call him Yan. Could he be? Never thought I'd run into him here. There's no point in staying in Nanjiang. I should go back to Nanyu Village and tell Uncle Yu now. Give me that bull crap. Want your sucker food punching technique? Oh, I have a 236 sword that I should probably give to somebody. You're a puncher. And you're a puncher. Is everything leveled up for you? No. That's interesting. Never gonna use it. Lotus Palm. Basically a crit move. I think I'd well, actually, crits, I could see myself using that. Not right now, though. And you got your techniques. All great. Very interesting that they did not let me make a decision there as well. Thought that was very curious. Increases the healing effect by 20% on battlefield. It's very, should get this. Except I don't have enough. All right. Guess we're not going to run away. Off early today. Have fun, enjoy, and have a great day off. Thank you. I will. Enjoy the rest of your day as well. So that's what happened. There wasn't enough time to find another twin rose leaf, so I had to come back. Please think of something else. I'll try my best to get it for you. He said you can call him Yan. Yes, do you know him? He's an old friend. Twin rose leaves are very rare. It's not easy for you to even find one, but you just gave it to someone you've never met. You don't even know if that guy was telling the truth. Do people like you really exist in this world? You asked me to think of something else. Fine, I'll give you another chance. I'm listening. There's a village called Tianming southeast of here with a purple bamboo forest. You can find a set of wedding dress buried in the depths. Wedding dress? Yeah, the kind you'd see at any ordinary wedding. I should have gone myself, but Zhuanhuo cult occupied Purple Bamboo Forest. Tell you everything if you can take it back for me. Remember, the wedding dress is in the deepest part of Purple Bamboo Forest. There are streams on both sides. Yeah, I'm gonna show up and be like, I need that wedding dress. You're like, look here, sucker. Wants to talk to somebody here. Liu Xuan. Yuan Yi, entrusted by the leader of Beggar Sect to investigate the murder of Elder Shu Yanshu. I heard you witnessed what happened. Oh, finally, someone from Beggar Sect. I haven't been able to sleep for days. Don't worry, tell me everything you know and Beggar Sect will guarantee your safety. Elder Shu came to Tianming village, like usual, to purchase purple bamboo. He said he needed some bamboo staves to give away, so I went to the purple bamboo forest with him to pick a few. That Elder Shu often come to Tianming village to purchase purple bamboo. Yeah, he was an elder of Beggar Sect's cleaning clothing faction, and at the same time, a famous merchant in Tencheng City. Elder Shu mostly traded purple bamboo, and almost all the bamboo we produced was sold through him. You see, so what happened then? Then it got terrifying. Most of the aged bamboo in the purple bamboo forest, the good ones, are in the forest depths. But as we went deeper, a flock of crows was cawing there. Then these crows, that appeared out of nowhere, flew around over our heads, and I almost dropped to my knees. I thought it was some kind of evil spirit and wanted to leave with Elder Shu, but with just a gentle tug, he fell straight to the ground. It scared the heck out of me, and then from the depths of the forest, I saw a woman coming out from behind the crows. Her looks, man. But don't get me wrong, I only realized her beauty after getting back and reflecting about it. Back then, I was running for my life the moment I saw her walking out from those creepy crows. And when he said Soul Wrecking Bird used crows to distract Elder Shu and killed him with her needles. Could you tell me where exactly in the purple bamboo forest Elder Shu was assassinated? Let me think. There's a stream in the forest, and we built 2 bridges to make it easier to harvest bamboo. Find the northern bridge and walk a little to the west, and you'll see a spacious plot of land. That's where Elder Shu was assassinated. Thank you. Please wait here for a moment, if you're not too busy today. May have more questions after investigating in Purple Bamboo Forest. Alright, I'll wait for you here. How do I get to Purple Bamboo Forest? I've sworn I've been to Purple Bamboo Forest before and it was from here. I don't remember if there was like a boat here or something. Oh, here we go. Like, I can't find it. Wolf scorpion, what the heck? I wonder if purple bamboo is a real thing. Must be the place Uncle Yu mentioned. Is the wedding dress really buried here? The song Soul Wrecking Bird sang in Tencheng City mentioned that Peng kidnapped her in her wedding dress. Is this the same dress buried in Purple Bamboo Forest? Anyway, I should look for it first. Got a wedding dress with an unsigned letter inside. There is something hidden here inside the chest. Should be the wedding dress Uncle Yu asked for. The chest is not locked. In addition to the wedding dress, there seems to be a letter. No name on the envelope. There's no telling what's written inside. I should take these back to Uncle Yu. Who's there? People from Zhuanhu Occult. Hey, what's in the chest? Bring it over here and show me. Sorry, I need to bring this to someone. You can't have it. Nonsense. How dare you disobey Zhuanhu? Take him down. Need to take care of them quickly and bring this back to Uncle Yu. Goku! I feel like incapacitate does not mean what I think it means. Bamboo fungus. Must be the place Liu Xuan mentioned. There's only one way in and out of here, an ideal place to set up an ambush. According to Liu Xuan, there were many crows here when Zhu Yanshu was assassinated, and the next time we saw him in Tencheng City, he was already a puppet. Looks like there's no doubt about Soul Wrecking Bird being the killer. Now, there's something I can't get my head around. Soul Wrecking Bird summoned a large flock of crows so she could secretly assassinate Elder Shu with needles. But the crows couldn't have followed her all the way to Purple Bamboo Forest, which means Soul Wrecking Bird set up everything long before Zhu Yanshu came to Tianming Village. To do that, she needed to know when Zhu Yanshu would arrive, but how come she knew about Zhu Yanshu's schedule? Unless Zhu Yanshu had a routine of coming to Tianming Village. I should ask Liu Xuan about this. It appears to be everything in this forest. I fished here. I have to bust out the mouse. Work. Did Elder Shu come to Tianming Village at the same time every month? Well, he visited Tianming Village to purchase purple bamboo every month, but there's no set date. No set date. Was there someone who would know Elder Shu's schedule? How would I know? You need to ask Beggar Sect about that. Okay, there's something else. You knew Elder Shu was assassinated all along. Why didn't Beggar Sect hear about this until recently? Oh please, it was too much for a nobody like me. I was scared out of my wits and didn't know who to tell. What if the murderer comes for me? I wouldn't have said anything if Beggar Sect hadn't sent people here to ask. I've already explained this to Beggar Sect before you came. Please let this go. Normal for a villager to be too afraid to report this, but a Beggar's Sect elder was missing for days. Why was no one sent here to investigate? Also, there was no telling when Zhu Yanshu would come here. How could Soul Wrecking Bird have prepared for his arrival? Seems like something is going on with Beggar Sect. Elder Gong Jin started looking into this before I did. As part of Beggar Sect, he should know more. Perhaps I can go back and ask him. Please wait. Who are you? I'm Zhao Yuan, a purple bamboo merchant in Tianming Village. Purple bamboo merchant? Why do you want to speak with me? Saw you wandering around in Tianming Village and thought I should ask, are you here to investigate the matter of Xu Yanshu? I am. Did you know him? Xu Yanshu made quite a name for himself among the bamboo merchants. I think I hear dissatisfaction in your tone. To be honest, I'm only telling you because you're wearing a Wudang robe instead of ragged clothes. Purple bamboo from Tianming Village has excellent quality but small productions, so it's quite rare. And for that reason, weapons, furniture, jewelry, and other items made with this purple bamboo are very expensive. With this rare material, Tianming Village should be a wealthy place, but as you can see, this place is no different than other villages. It does seem strange. Does this have anything to do with Xu Yanshu? Yes, with Beggar Sect's power, Xu Yanshu used to purchase 90% of Tianming Village's purple bamboo at low prices every year, which led to the situation now. Other merchants either purchase from him at high prices or come to Tianming Village to get ones of inferior quality. There's no way to make a profit. Ask anyone if you don't believe me. No one dared to say anything when Xu Yanshu was still alive, but he's dead now and I'm here to tell you the truth. I see. I don't mean to be insensitive, but the harsh truth is that Xu Yanshu's death is good for Tianming Village. I just wanted to ask who Beggar Sect is sending to take over his place. We don't mind Elder Li or his people taking over, but if they send another Xu Yanshu, Tianming will be a poor village, sitting on treasures forever. I'm not a member of Beggar Sect, but I'll keep an eye on this for you. Thank you. According to Tianming villagers, Xu Yanshu did terrible things there. Though, was it really a coincidence Soul Wrecking Bird killed him? Xu Yanshu wasn't who he claimed to be. Then the other puppets, Taoist Qingmu of Mount Taihua, Zhu Zhuanxi of Lei Dao School. I heard about those two when I was still in Liushan School. Heard of these two people, Mr. Lang? Yes, Taoist Qingmu of Mount Taihua was a sanctimonious guy who practiced martial arts by hurting women. And Zhu Zhuanxi was a desert bandit who retired to establish Lei Dao School. But according to rumors, he was still secretly committing crimes. Liushan School never took them in due to a lack of evidence. I initially thought Soul Wrecking Bird's choice was random, but now it seems intentional. Thank you, Mr. Lang. Okay, I need to go to... I need to go to... Gusu? Yes. This chick is definitely following me. She still has the scorpion. I don't want to trigger a story quest here by going to talk to Home Chick Slice, but I'm gonna go look around over there too. not be able to do that. Yan Manor is isolated by mountains and the sea can only be accessed by boat. Okay. Turnip Mountain. Oh, I've been here before. It's finally out in the open. Yuan Yi, right? Please wait a moment. The person you want to meet will be here soon. Person I want to meet. Could it be? Here she is. "10 years of going our own ways in the world. Now we meet in tears, and your hair is already ashen white. Uncle Yu, long time no see. You got a lot more white around the temple, but I thought it was a reunion of old friends. What's this lad doing here?" "You're a soul-wrecking bird. Met you in Tencheng City, right? A young man from Wudang Sect." "Yes, you were fighting with Beggar Sect. So are you here looking for a fight? But if you lose to me this time, you have to stay and be my puppet." "Yao Yao, thank you for agreeing to meet me, but don't scare the lad." "Okay, if you don't like it, I'll stop. But why did you suddenly ask me to come here?" "I wanted to get you a flower of twin rose leaves, but Yan Weihuan got it for you already, right? Quietus devilry is powerful, but it has side effects." "Twin rose leaves. Wei Huan told me he met a young man when searching for it. So it was this Wudang lad. I thought that man might be Yan Wei Huan. He said he needed the twin rose leaves for someone with a rare disease. Was he talking about you?" "He was, but it's not a rare disease. It's side effects from forcibly practicing Quietus devilry. It's a secret technique of Villain Valley. Most of their members don't even know it, yet alone outsiders, and almost no one has been able to master this technique." "Still so knowledgeable, Uncle Yu. And lad, do you want to learn Quietus devilry?" "Yes." "It costs a lot to practice Quietus devilry. You don't want to learn it, lad." "What a bore." "Yan Weihuan got you the twin rose leaves, Yao Yao, but I have another thing for you. This chest. So you did hide it, didn't you? I wanted to take it back myself, but Zhuanhou cult occupied Purple Bamboo Forest, so I asked Mr. Yuan to do it for me. I thought I'd never see you again, but here you are in Tencheng City. Well, it's time this thing is returned to its rightful owner. You and that guy, what are you trying to do?" "I'm grateful you're giving me this, Uncle Yu, but we shouldn't meet again. Soul-wrecking bird can only do what she needs to when you're living here in peace. Anyway, it's late. I need to go." "Yao Yao has agreed to tell you everything about the murder of Tencheng City, but it involves a lot of people, so please don't disclose it to others." "She did win. Yao Yao took the wedding dress and left the letter. It's her way of saying it's okay to tell you. Everything you want to know about the murder of Tencheng City is in there. If you still have questions about after reading the letter, come and ask me." Alrighty. You know, if Yao Yao wants to join my party, I'm okay with this. I still haven't equipped this sword on somebody. You have a 223? Do that. Oh boy. I am Yu Rong, the head of JT Troop. I'm bearing this letter with her wedding dress under the purple bamboo, hoping that things like this will never happen again. Zhu Niao Yao is gifted and beautiful. She was abandoned as a baby, and JT Troop took her in. We know nothing about her origin, only that Zhu Niao Yao was written on her swaddling clothes. The troupe makes a living by performing opera songs and is famous for our secret technique, JT puppetry. Ordinary shows use puppets about the size of human palms, but we can control special puppets the size of living people. Zhu Niao Yao started learning operas as a child and has a unique understanding of puppetry. She can complete a large-scale opera requiring more than 10 performers with puppets. With her extraordinary talents, she soon became our lead performer. It's how she became famous, but also the beginning of the tragedy. Once on stage, her excellent performance attracted the attention of Peng Tianxiang, an elder of the clean clothing faction of Beggar Sect. Peng Tianxiang coveted her beauty and wanted her for himself, but Yao Yao was already in love with a man named Yuan Shang. She may look frail, but she's a stubborn girl. With every temptation and threat Peng threw at her, she didn't give in. Not only that, Yao Yao came on stage in Tencheng City and declared that she was to marry Yuan Shang. She even prepared a wedding dress for herself. Peng Tianxiang was a wealthy and influential man back then. There was no way he would let this go. He even conspired with, alas. He promised gold to members of the JT Troop, had them drug Yuan Shang and Yao Yao, and took the two to his place. This monster killed Yuan Shang and put his body into a large puppet. He even forced Yao Yao to look, hoping it would wear down her fighting spirit. Beggar Sect disciple, anyone paying the cleaning fee can become one of them and get their support. How ridiculous is their claim to be a righteous sect? Yao Yao turned mad after seeing the love of her life die on their wedding night. She made Yuan Shang's body into a puppet with JT puppetry and used it to slaughter Peng Tianxiang and his family of more than over 20 people. Learning that JT Troop sold her out, Yao Yao also butchered the whole troop. I am the only one left. Did she let me live because there was still some kindness left in her, or did she want me to live out my life with guilt? Anything you'd like to ask? Peng Tianxiang was a member of Beggar Sect when he committed such a heinous crime. Did they do anything about it? After the murder, Beggar Sect did investigate the case, and it even went to Liu Shan's school, but Peng's whole family was killed. Who could they hold responsible even if they wanted to? Yao Yao joined Villain Valley after the murder, and it gave them an excuse to stop their investigation. After all, that means a death sentence for her according to the laws of Ning. No matter what reason she has. Was Wu Tianliu in charge of investigating this case? It wasn't him, it was Jia Chengyuan, the bull-holding master, who was assassinated soon after the murder of Tencheng City. It's one of the reasons Beggar Sect hastily ended the investigation. Assassinated? Does this have anything to do with Yan Weihuan? I heard that Yan Weihuan killed Jia Chengyuan. But I don't know much about him, only that it was because of his help that Yao Yao could escape from Tencheng City. And Yao Yao came to me with him before fleeing to Villain Valley. That's how I met him. He was already seen as a traitor for attempting to assassinate Zhuo Jianglong, but I'm not sure about the details. You may be able to learn more in Beggar Sect if you are curious about him. He was once the most outstanding youngster in the sect. I'm telling you all this because I've seen how much you've gone through when you didn't have to. I think your heart is in the right place. I don't know why Yao Yao showed up in Tencheng City this time, but she's been through too much. You have a way to find Zhu Yao Yao. It came this time because I left her the JT Troop's contact mark in Tencheng City, but I'm afraid it won't work again. Seems the betrayal of JT Troop got between them, and they may never be comfortable meeting each other. Thank you for telling me everything, Uncle Yu. I should take my leave. If you see Yao Yao again, give this letter. Well, I should have given it to her myself, but okay, I'll take this letter and give it to Jun Yao Yao the next time I see her. Thank you. Can I read it? I cannot read it. Okay. The plot thickens. Never thought Beggar Sect could have such a despicable member. How upsetting. But if Peng Tianxiang did this, why did Xun Yao Yao accuse Wu Tianliu in her song? And she didn't know Quietus devilry back then. Even with Yan Weihuan's help, it would be nearly impossible for her to escape from the joint pursuit of Beggar Sect in Liushan School. How much more is behind this? So much plot, so much thickening. Gotta ask you for more clues. The only way I'm going to complete this quest is if I do this quest. This complicates things. Apparently it's time to mark as well. Alright, let's go talk to you. Wait, what's the matter? It's never a good thing to know too much. It goes against living a long life. But my curiosity will keep me up at night if I can't get to the bottom of this. I'm now also very curious about who you are. Your curiosity could cost you your life. The moon does not lose its glow when its shape is not whole. The sword's edge still cuts when shattered and in parts. Threats won't work on me. This has nothing to do with you. Why do you insist on getting involved? Perhaps I was born a nosy boy. I don't want to let anyone wicked get away or wrong anyone innocent. So I will only take action when everything is certain. You are one strange lad. In that case, I guess a fight is inevitable. I guess so. Why am I fighting you solo? Wasn't as strong as I was hoping it would be. Oh my gosh. You are weak. Ooh, I got 2 turns off of that, or maybe one extra turn. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Tangled grappling. And it's a fist weapon. Ooh. Attacks 3 more targets. When target has 0 move, increase move's damage by 30%. Reduces move. Effect automatically gains 1 stack per turn, up to 5 stacks. It will be removed once it reaches 5 stacks. That part's kind of weird. But, very nice. Person disappeared so quickly, it seems that someone wants to stop me from investigating. It's someone working with Soul Wrecking Bird, right? But how did they know when I would return to Tenching City? I should go ask Elder Gong Jin. While that person's disguise skills leave something to be desired, his martial arts skills are exceptional. I don't know about all that. If not for his desire to conceal his true capabilities, he would not be inferior to any top Shia. Who do you think this person is? Although he tried his best to hide it, I could still see some traces of Beggar Sect techniques. I think that was Yan Weihuan of the Beggar Sect. Yan Weihuan. I'm glad they didn't go with the bullcrap of, well, I don't know to be sure, so I don't want to implicate anybody right now, just in case. Like, no, sucker, tell me who you think it is, and we can go from there. Alrighty. You're still working on these things. Moves lightweights. This basically just gives me 35 HP. So I should put my points there. Ooh, Roaring Thunder. Didn't realize he had that. Okay. Did I save and mark? I don't think I did that, so let's do that.